A beautiful day, and it's time for the Never Dull Moment program on radio. That's Ground Zero, coming to you from Procyon Radio and Television in collaboration with Invicta FM. My name is Ehis Agbon. The program Ground Zero, like you know, it's one where we pick up topical issues in the polity and with guests in house and, of course, online and elsewhere. We try our very best to give you different angles and perspective to whatever issues we are discussing. Today on the program Ground Zero, we shall be looking at the Nigerian music industry, a mix of cultism and gangsterism, and we'll be extracting the death of Mohbad and the controversies that have been surrounding his death. And with me in the studio, we have a journalist and a media analyst in the person of Mike Odeh Akatu. Mike Odeh, you are welcome to the program.
Ross, thank you. Listeners and viewers, you're welcome.
All right, also on the program today, we have an executive. I will say he's a mix of so many things because I wouldn't know where he would tell us if he's still doing music now, because the last time I had his music has been, I think should be last year or so. He is a media guru, if I can use that term or terminology also, and he is one that is the convener of the Miss Naija Beauty and Style Pageant in the person of Samaila Adoyi Ogwuche, that is popularly known as DH. DH is joining us from far away. I don't know what part of the world he's joining us from today. DH, you are welcome to Ground Zero. We did not get your voice clearly.
Thank you very much.
All right, great. How has life been with you? It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a minute. I've been up and about business and trying to, like we say in music, hip hop, keep grinding. We have been grinding. Of course, we are from Nigeria. We live in Nigeria, and you know how difficult it is. It has been over the last few months, so it hasn't been easy. But of course, we keep on keeping on. We can't stop. Like we say again in Nigerian music industry, we say we move. So
definitely we move. Yeah. I also have with me in the studio the PMAN chairman of Kaduna and the person of Don Oliver. Don Oliver, indeed you are a Don. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, my people.
All right.
You.
So, for those listening to us on Invicta FM, when we open up the lines, you have the opportunity of calling in and being part of the program. And for our viewers and listeners elsewhere, of course, we are live on YouTube and Facebook. Just go to Procyon RTV on YouTube or Facebook. You can also watch this program live. And for those that would also want to keep up with us and be part of the Procyon experience, we have the Procyon Radio and TV app. Go to the Google Play Store, download it, and you'll have the opportunity of watching Procyon TV, listening to Procyon Radio, and reading content on ProcyonNews.com. All of this is put together to give you the Procyon experience. And don't forget, too, that the program comes up at 5 p.m. every working day of the week on Procyon Radio and Television. But on Tuesdays and Fridays, we have this collaboration between Procyon Radio and Invicta FM, where we do Ground Zero and stream it live on Invicta FM. All right, going straight to the program and looking at the reason why we are here today. If one looks at the history of music in Nigeria, one can compare it to music elsewhere, starting from probably, I would say, the music capital of the world, where the big bucks and the big money is the United States of America, and of course, relating it to Hollywood. You know the kind of music that comes from there and how the industry works. There are unions, there are groups, there are record labels, and of course, there are people that just love music. Now, for those that are signed on to record labels, they have their agreement, their arrangement, and every other thing, contract that they've gone into with the record label owners. And of course, we have heard of so much happening over there. But let's relate it with Nigeria. Nigeria today, I would say, the entertainment industry, which music is part of, is one of the fastest growing industry in Nigeria, second only to oil. And it's projected that in a few years' time, the revenues that will be generated from the entertainment industry will be over and above what we get from oil. And looking at the entertainment industry, a vital part of it is the music aspect of it. And in Nigeria, we have record labels and all of that that dates back to way in time. In those days, at the startup of the music industry, organized music industry in Nigeria, we had record labels that were from foreign parts of the world, like the RCAs, the Sony Music, the BMG, the lot of them. With the advent of internet and streaming, those traditional record labels gradually fizzled out. But before they fizzled out, some Nigerians like the Tambansis and the others were able to have a hold on the industry in Nigeria. And the millennium, so many things changed. People started, the industry started fragmenting into different aspects. Now, the contemporary music labels that we have in Nigeria are numerous. And of course, Lagos, I would say, is the hub of it all. And in Lagos, we have the Don Jazzies representing the Maven. We have the, apart from the Maven, PMAN is like a union. All of them, they are all on that.
Chairman supposed to help us out.
PMAN, we have
Maven.
Maven.
That's Maven,
Don Jazzies label. Olamide's label is there.
YBNL.
Yes, YBNL,
Starboy,
Malian, several of them.
30 BG.
Yeah,
DMW.
you've had all of those. Those are record labels in Nigeria. And of course, what's Jutko Okoye's record label? Because
Square Record.
yes. Now, why I'm bringing in all of these record labels is that not too long ago, there was something that happened in the industry in Nigeria that so many people have been getting involved in it. That's the death of Mohbad. That's his popular name, but his real name, he's 27 years old, and Ileri Oluwa Aloba, his real name, but his stage name is Mohbad. He was signed to the Malian record label. At some point, they had their issues and had to pack their ways. But after that happened, so many other things happened that we are just getting to know now due to the death of this young man. And as a result of that, I'll say the whole of Nigeria, right from the top to bottom, because even the presidency is getting involved, governors are getting involved, the police IG, and even the DSS, they are all getting involved to unravel the death of this young man. Now, the reason that many claimed and pointing fingers at the CEO of Malian record label and Sam Larry is that they said when they had their issues, he was physically assaulted by Sam Larry, and they parted ways. And since then, his life has been in danger. Now, yes, I saw a video clip where Sam Larry slapped him and all of that, and apart from that, we've had so many. I saw some also a video clip too where he was on a hospital bed and saying some things that I felt probably he was hallucinating. I wouldn't know, I'm not a medical doctor. And the mother has come out to say that people went after his child and several other. Now, after he died, he wasn't a Muslim. He was rushed and quickly buried. And people are saying, what's happening? They should have allowed autopsy to be carried out. Some information reaching us now is that the family said no autopsy should be carried out on the corpse. We wouldn't know the true position of things, but one thing that we know is that he is dead, and so many things happened before he died, and it's so painful and sad. Before I come to the industry people here, which is DH and Don Oliver, I'd like to ask Mike Odeh Akatu, what's your impression about all of this?
Well, the death of Mohbad is very, very unfortunate. He's a young, talented Nigerian at the age of 27.
Yeah.
Died. Reminds me of Tupac. Tupac died either at the age of 26 or 27.
Yes.
And again, the controversies raised by Bella Shmurda on the death of Mohbad also reminds me of the controversies raised when Tupac was killed. They were pointing accusing finger at Biggie
and his
Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Suge Knight. And the same thing is like replaying They are pointing an accusing finger at Naira Marley. But what this tells you is that Nigerian music industry is full of darkness. It is dark. Sex, drugs, intimidation. It is not good. It is characterized by low self-esteem, victimization, and sometimes lack of knowledge, which leads to the death of many people. Don't forget, Dagreen died. We have Goldie.
Yeah.
People said she had similar issues, drug-related issues, but the husband came out to say no, she died of heart-related problems. You understand? So we have we have this guy, MC Loaf.
Yeah. So he died in an accident.
Car crash. You understand? So the Kefe's own was okay in the United States, and she died of something she was being treated. We are talking of Nigerians who are very young and they missed the road as a result of this murkiness. I wish you have listened. The PMAN president is here. Balamila, Bongo Sikwe.
Yeah, Bongo Sikwe is.
You talk of this guy from Oliver the Cook is there.
Oliver the Cook is dead.
Sonny Ade
is alive.
Ebenezer Obi. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
These are guys that played clean music. No sex, no boost. Like our younger one here said, and I quote, that booty, big boobs, are better than master degree. You understand? Booty, big boobs, better than master degree. And the police public relations officer said no, that is wrong. And the Malian record started coming after her, said because you want to have X with him, and that's why they insulted, the industries, it has to reform itself. If the industry needs to change, the PMAN president is here, my brother DH is here, you guys just need reform. You are not really, you are talented, you are going to grow big, but you also need to portray the good side of Nigeria. Don't be bringing out, you are smoking, you are doing, in short, it got to a point, I had to delete a lot of Nigerian channels that plays this, and I allow all these Catholic, all these Christian channels, and even the Islamic channels too, because they preach morality. And I'll tell you what, a friend of mine from Kenya told me this. He said, look, for people to believe in you guys, Nigeria, you have to reform the music industry, the entertainment industry, the film industry. Stop projecting the image of, first of all, ritual killing, want to get rich quick, I have to do this, I have to do that. You understand? Stop promoting those images. This young man would have lived if not for the intimidation, the drugs, and other things associated with the music industry. First of all, he decided to leave Malian record. And for that, he was being intimidated. Somebody slapped him left, right, center, and he came out on his Instagram page to say, look, I'm being intimidated. And people are taking it normally. That is the way they feel. That's the way, all these kind of things. And before you know it, it has gone.
All right. We'll come to DH now. If you can just change the orientation of your camera. We have your... DH, can you change the orientation of your camera so that... all right. So, DH, you are a music label owner. A media outfit owner, and you have artists under you that you manage and all of that. Now, for those that are in the industry, especially the CEOs and the big names, what really are the issues that normally happen between artists and their record label owner that normally would lead to the issues that artists have with their record label? And how do you think this can be resolved without people starting to point accusing fingers? Because I know it swings both ways. DH.
Thank you for that question. And of course, the last speaker, you spoke very well regarding the industry and how it's laced with a lot of money. And when there is a lot of money, especially money, all sorts of things are found in it. And there's something we call payola. Here's what payola is very well as a radio person. It's all about money, you know, for you to get rotation on the best radio stations and all that, you have to pay, you know, and so these people that have the money to give, you know, are people with that money who want to legitimize their monies, you know, and all that. So they put it in the music industry. It's the easiest, the fastest way for money laundering, you know, and siphon the monies appear left, right, and center of how do you resolve issues with record labels and all that.
Yeah.
I think the problem most times is that it has to do with the prey and the predator. That's what I say is. Now, the talent, who is just a raw talent, they can give anything, they can give their kidney, they can give anything because they want to be heard or want to blow. As an artist, I have done that before. I have asked somebody to, in fact, to just record me and take everything. I just want people to hear about me. You know? So it's the same thing, it's that passion. Now, unfortunately, when you meet a greedy boss or a greedy investor who sees nothing than, oh man, I've seen, this is my cow that will milk till whatever. They now have this stringent contracts, you know, that strangles the artists, you know, and artists come in clean, and sometimes they go into these record labels and they are introduced to certain type of lifestyle, drug, you know, and all that. And in case of the Mohbad, for instance, that we're talking about here, if you look at some of the videos that have been shared online, you will also notice that this person is seemed to be under some type of influence.
Yeah.
As much as you have bullies around you who are in the name of Malians or whatever you want to refer to them as, you also have you as a president to say, can you think for yourself? Can you run away? I mean, if you're not involved in things like, I mean, some of these guys are involved in everything. So when the people, you know, are down, you know, they begin to cry victimhood. I'm not blaming the victim here. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm just trying to point out a few things that sometimes we can actually just walk away and stay away forever. Money is not everything. Sometimes someone look at me and say, they look at me the other day and say that, oh, DanHausawa, I know it for many years. It's unfortunately you not blow.
Has the person been following your record at all?
Yeah. Well, I didn't blow, but fortunately he knows me, or she knows me, and yeah, and these are the type of things that make people say, oh, okay, I'm going to do anything just to prove to these people that I can blow. You know, not everybody will be Davido. Not everybody will be a whiskey. You understand? So sometimes we're the ones that signs contracts that are from the pit of hell. You see this artist you're seeing today, I don't want to mention names, but some of the biggest artists you see today, filling up stadiums abroad. What goes to them is nothing. You hear an artist, oh, I'm feeling O2 Arena. What in the end, how much goes to the artist? Maybe 10%, 15% higher, 30% with a good negotiation. All the money goes to the investors and the companies, the record companies and all that. And just so you know, whatever you buy, you purchase, you see them online, oh, I bought a chain of $3 million. I bought a house of this. I bought a Lamborghini. I bought this. My brother, that money is going to be removed from their own 15% or 30% from them.
And some of it is even audio.
Yes, audio. So this is our rented.
Yeah.
It's just make believe.
Yeah.
Make believe. You understand? So now, emotionally, Nigerians are very, very triggered.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, we like to do this our late coming thing. You know, we like to come into the fray very late, and sometimes we cloud chase.
Yeah.
But Mohbad issue has been around for quite a while, for almost 24 months now. Nobody said anything about it until he died, and then people want to cloud chase. So as far as I'm concerned, all the people are settling around the world, around Nigeria, living whatever. I just feel that these guys are late to the party. This guy has been crying for help for months. Nobody took him serious. In fact, all the time you were pitching him against Zelensky. People were pitching him. You go to Twitter, X, you know, people pitch against each other. Oh, I'm Mohbad's fan. I am Malian fan. I am Zelensky's fan, and all of that. It looked like a joke. It was all a joke until somebody had to die. You know, this is emotional outrage. I understand that people are outraged, but again, don't look up to the law. it's a matter of law, jurisprudence. Can we now say where he died?
Yeah.
Where was he? How long ago did he stop following Naira Marley or Naira Marley his matter? Are you guys just outraged because of previous video that you saw, or that this time around, what was Mohbad's role in his own death? Where was he? Was he in the studio? Was he sick? Was he poisoned? Did he commit suicide? Why was the rush to go and bury him? Not that he's even a Muslim. I'm hearing that he's not even a Muslim.
No, he's not.
I don't know how true that is.
He's
now,
not.
you're rushed to bury him in a coffin that looks like a Christian coffin, a Christian way of burial, and you rushed him to, within 24 hours he was buried and all that, and come on now. Something is amiss, there's something smell really fishy, there's something really smelly. It doesn't add up. So, I agree. I was watching Danny Freeze and the police commissioner or spokesperson also, and they were talking about it. It got to a point where they need to exhume the body, and I said, yes. I said in a previous video, I said, if they need to exhume the body, they should go ahead and exhume the body. Just that. So everybody has a hand in this thing. The record labels, the artists themselves who are over. People don't want to have that delayed gratification. They want to blow right now. You've seen whiskey in a Lamborghini or somewhere. They want to do the same thing right now. So it's the same thing when you get the Ragu boys or politicians who are trying to go and get positions to get money. It's the same thing all over Nigeria. It's everything. The same corruption in legal and illegal and everywhere, all sphere of human life in our country. It's the same thing with the music industry. Unfortunately for the music industry, it's all up in our faces. We can see it.
Wow. The listener and viewers have had this angle. He is a record label owner, artist manager, and someone that's in the industry. He knows the industry. He's part of the industry. Now, I'll come to the PMAN Kaduna State chairman that's with us in the studio, Don Oliver.
Yes.
Now, the problem between artist and record label, what is PMAN doing to resolve it? Because it's a recurring thing. It happens almost all of the time. Or is it just the way of the industry? Or what is your angle to this? They're related to the death of Mohbad.
Okay. Good evening, my listeners out there. Kaduna people, habitual. I must say, this issue has been on for years now. Let me make a little reference to other top labels.
Your voice is a little low.
Okay. I want to make reference to other top labels. Like during Kenny's music with some of the artists.
Yeah.
Those days, it's just, I think a lot of people say it's just a rumor. They fall apart with the African queen,
Two-Face.
Krona, have Two-Face India. They had issues, sharing formula issues, what, and the rest of them. Also with Tula. Tula was also on that same
record label earlier. He even left
we
before the
have
others.
Sound Sultan also.
Yeah.
Because then Kenny's music was like, if you're not signed under Kenny's music,
Then
you're
you are
not,
going
you're
nowhere.
not recognized, you're nothing in the industry. So Kenny's music had good numbers of artists that were on the platform then. And even they extended Hands of Fellowship to Ghana. VIP, they signed VIP also. VIP was also with them too. And all other artists also. So at the long run, now the same Kenny's music we have had J1 also at the time. But now, I believe they don't have any artists on their label. What happened?
Probably they changed music and
Joel also, Alan Joel is not with them also.
Oh, Joel left them.
Joel left them.
Wow.
So you can really see. I believe this issue of record label and artist thing has really been on in the industry. But it's so sad and just quite unfortunate that through the death of this lovely star and legend that has just passed on, will unleash so many things that have been hidden, so many evil things happening in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
All this while. That's why we as a PMAN body has always cried out to musicians. When you are given a mouth-watering contract, that is why as an artist you need to have a lawyer, an artist manager. Don't only go through the contract and agreement with the label on your own. Go through it, study it, and understand the terms and conditions involved. When you're done with that, call your lawyer. Let your lawyer go through it also. We have an entertainment lawyer. Not only lawyers that settle cases and all that, we have entertainment lawyers.
That's their area of specialization.
Thank you very much, sir. What they do is entertainment. Before you as an artist will sign some deal, they'll say, no, don't sign this. If you're signing this, the future will not be good. So don't. They will kick against you doing that. Because probably because the record label owners also have their own entertainment lawyer. They have made some
clauses
there in the agreement that if at the end of the day or at the long run, the artists now fall apart or probably don't work in terms with what the management wants, things will go astray.
For the artists.
So for Nigerian artists, that is a major problem for them, and they need to, like you've heard it, these are industry players telling you this, you upcoming artists and even those that are already in the industry. Before you go into a deal with any record label, take a step, get the contract. Like I said it earlier, you do not need to rush because of the glamour and grace. You just want to sign whatever you just want to blow. Blow does not come that way because it may be blown up.
You'll be blown up.
Now, get an entertainment lawyer to look at the angles. And when you were talking about entertainment lawyer, I can see DH was nodding. Because I know he has a background in law too.
Of course, yes.
So DA, looking at before an artist will sign, as an industry player, apart from the fact that the PMAN chairman here said they should get an entertainment lawyer, look at their contract, what one or two other things would you want to tell that upcoming artist or the person already in the industry that wants to go into a deal with a record label?
Well, once again, I think I agree with the last speaker, the PMAN chairman. He is right about getting a lawyer. It's very important. Sometimes we don't follow through with the details, and that is where we have a problem. We want to just, like, it's back to that delay gratification. We just want, want to hurry up to do things. And another thing I also want to tell artists, the contract that they give to you is not adoption papers. It's employment paper.
Yeah.
Most times, artists forget that they are employed. They begin to see the record labels as their daddy, as their father. Forgetting that they are a cash cow.
Yeah.
So, you see the artist is not ambitious. He wants everything to be done for him. Phone call, even to go for interview, they have to go and carry him. They have to remind him, go for your own interview, and all that. So when they become lazy, how can that kind of person even be taking care of their own accounts? How would they even know that, okay, this is what is accrued to me from this show, from this quarter, this is what I made this quarter, this is what I made last quarter. When they tell you they are keeping your money for you, do you even know how much you are spending? Because by the time the accountant comes and says, okay, from this money, from the last 2 quarters, we made 100 million naira from you, from your music, from your concert and all that. But we spent 80 million naira on you.
Okay, now I am understanding something. Those expenses, that lifestyle, it's from their money. It's not a dash money.
From your money.
Okay.
So now listen. Yeah. So when they spend the 80 million, 300 million naira from you, with you, and they spent 80 million naira on you, remember that 80 million naira they spent on you, your car, your houses, your clothes, those hotels, those vacations, those girls that came to do whatever they came to do with you in Port Harcourt, in New York, everywhere, they are billing you. You didn't pay from your pocket. Somebody paid for it. All those money they'll calculate it. Now they are going to remove it from your percentage. So you see, first off, out of that 100 million, they will remove what is spent on you, which is 80 million naira. Then inside the 20 million naira is left. Their profit, the sharing formula is 70-30. They will remove 70%.
And leave it with 30.
In the 30%, they want to remove the money from the Lamborghini and the massage and everything.
That is broad deal.
So that is why.
No, it's not.
That is why you see. That is why you see that in the end, when they fall out with each other, you go and see that the person is actually living in abject poverty. He has nothing to his name. Nothing.
So,
Absolutely nothing.
so artists, you've heard it. Like it is said, it's not everything that glitters that is gold. Yes,
No.
there's so much money in the industry, but you must pay your dues. There's something called payback day.
Yes.
That payback time is that moment when they remove all that belongs to the label, all other expenses, and give you whatever that is left. All right, we open up the phone lines now and start to take calls from listeners and viewers from all over the world. The number to dial is 0809 799 1989. That's 0809 799 1989. That's the number to dial to be part of the program this evening. The program is Ground Zero, and it's coming to you on Procyon Radio and Television in collaboration with Invicta FM. The lines are open now. Let's see who our first caller is. Also, you can go to our various social media handles and drop your comments and observations. On YouTube, it is at Procyon RTV. Procyon is spelled Procyon RTV. One word. On Facebook is also Procyon RTV. Procyon RTV. Also one word. Go to those channels and drop your comments and observations in respect of what we are discussing this evening, and let's have a feel of what's happening. All right. The number to dial 0809 799 1989. We are discussing the Nigerian music industry and all that's happening in the industry, most especially the issue of gangsterism, cultism, and we are relating all of it to the death of Mohbad and all that is coming up. Let's have your say, let's have your angle to what we are discussing. All right, the lines are open now. You can start to put your calls through and let's us get your feel of what you think about all the things that's happening in the industry and, of course, the controversies surrounding the death of Mohbad. We have our first caller this evening. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Good evening, you are welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. My name is Richard, from New Road.
All right, Richard, calling from New Road.
Yeah.
Sorry, we are not hearing you clearly. If you can speak up a little bit.
Okay, now, which one the main industry?
Yeah.
I think we have ministry of Agbon. Or anything related to that.
Sincere, Richard, we are struggling to hear you. We are struggling to hear you.
Maybe we should call back.
Okay, thank you.
Can you call back, please? Sorry about that. The network is not just clear. Maybe you call back and be a little bit more audible. 0809 799 1989. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Ehis. How are you?
Fine, thank you. You're welcome to Ground Zero. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Musa Bala and I greet your guest in the studio.
All right, Musa Bala, you are welcome, sir.
Yes, on this current topical issue that goes viral.
Yes.
First and foremost, let me condole the industry for the loss of others and any other action of that. Killing of mother is something that we have to generally condemn whoever the victim is. And the issue now, this is an industry that has a lot of potential, being an industry that it seems to be one of the major earning money in the country, not only for the people, but for the country. I want to call on the police force and all security agencies responsible for the investigation of this matter to ensure that the truth of the matter is unraveled. And whoever is found guilty must be punished so that it give confidence to others and all the citizens of Nigeria. One cannot just kill and go free. Once when we learn that he has been complaining that he seems to be under radar of those who are supposed to attack him. I'm calling on. I want to appreciate the effort of the state police command and the state governor for trying to put their head together to unravel the the unfortunate thing that happened. That is my contribution. I wish you all the best. May God bring to an end this type of killing. Good evening.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Musa Bala, for contributing this evening. Thank you so very much. 0809 799 1989 is the number to dial to be part of the program this evening. And let's have your take on these issues and what's happening right here on the program. All right. While we are doing that, let's check if we have contributions coming from our social media handles yet. All right. We have another caller. Hello. Good evening and welcome to Ground Zero.
That's Agbon. I would go from Nasarawa.
All right. Awusko from Nasarawa. Please have your angle.
You see, the Nigerian meeting is accelerated by law against the safety. It's full of cultism, ritual, and all money laundering. The music industry needs to be cleansed. People of shady characters promote these musicians, and what they say, they promote nudity, moral bankruptcy, which is not supposed to be shown, intimidation and harassment and murder. The Nigerian police need to unearth the people responsible for the death of Mohbad, because we cannot have a lawless country. Families are killing people, the numbers are killing people. Why should they happen in our music industry? The music industry needs to be sanitized, just like we have in the 80s, 70s. We have a lot of Christian policy, liberty, and on goal. That was the way for your country. We need to sanitize our music industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Awusko. We have another caller. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Ground Zero.
Hello, good evening, sir. Ehis and the dead at the studio.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Controversies from Kaduna.
All right, Comrade Gabriel.
Sir, in fact, I want to commend you for putting light on this issue of the death of this our young man. May the Almighty God bless you. But the question I want to ask is that if the family says there is no post-mortem state, how are they going to deal what happened to this guy?
I think the police are taking over that and they'll be exhuming him.
That, just as the last caller said, there should be sanity in the industry, and we pray seriously that let the government and the music industry come put their head together and make sure that, especially see the fee they are taking as they are not after taking that only God know how much they will left for the guy. So I'm praying seriously that just as they say, and my Mohbad said, let us look at this industry and make sure that the post sanity, just as what you are saying, the governor of Lagos State and the police, they are on it. But my fear is that how are they going to get out of this when they cannot be able to? At least sometimes they used to say, put the dead body there, let us test and see what is happening. So it's just very unfortunate. May the Almighty God bless this country, because definitely if we did put our head together, it's only God that's going to help us out. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much for stopping by, Comrade Gabriel, the textile man. Thank you so very much. 009 799 1989 or 009 4646 are the numbers to dial to be part of the program. And checking out our social media handles to see if we have contributions from those angles yet. Not yet. So we'll still come back to the studio listening to what these contributors. Okay, we have another person calling in. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Please speak, be a little bit more audible.
Okay, sorry.
That place is quite noisy. Can you change? Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, on to Sebastian from Marabarido.
All right, it's Sebastian from Marabarido.
Yes.
Yes, let's have your contribution.
Well, thank you for your good job. My only little contribution is that all the sectors of government should look into the music industry, because what we are hearing of Mohbad is not good, it's not a good development. It will discourage the youth that want to go into the industry from taking part in that sector. And hello?
Yes, we are listening.
Okay. I think the government should take proper care of the situation so that it will prevent other people to do such things.
Okay.
Anybody who is involved in killing the Mohbad should be held responsible, and the proper law should be taken.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Chief Sebastian.
Try as much as possible to investigate properly.
Okay.
And come out with a good result.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so very much, Chief Sebastian. How is Marabarido today? Oh, he's gone already. Coming back to the studio now, there's one thing that kept coming up, and I will both the music union, which is represented by PMAN here, and of course the entertainment executives represented by DH that's with us here. There needs to be a sanitization of the industry, and as a as a labor CEO, DH, what are some of those suggestions that you think needs to come into the industry to sanitize it? Because it goes beyond just what happened to Mohbad. There are so many other things in the industry, both the music industry and entertainment industry in general. DH.
I think the gatekeepers need to be removed by all means necessary.
Let's quickly take this call. Sorry about that, please. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. It's Richard calling back from Europe.
All right, Richard, you are clear now. Quickly, if we can have it in 1 minute, I'll be happy.
Okay. For the PMAN, for all these record labels, I believe they are registered. Under where they are registered, can they mandate it for them that when they sign a new artist, they should bring the form as the copy of the contract signed to that kind of organization so that they can check if it's humanly signed or I don't know, because when you hear the kind of contract some of these people sign, you will not even believe, because they are not in control of any of their social media handle. Everything goes to the record label. Is there a body like PMAN that oversees the affair of these record labels?
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you. I'm sure the PMAN chairman will answer that. But meanwhile, let's quickly come back to DH. Sorry, just continue making. You are making a point for us.
Yes. Now, the point I was trying to make earlier is that the gatekeepers in the Nigerian music industry hold all the business. And where the problem lies is that these gatekeepers are so powerful. They have all the resources. Even the PMAN you're mentioning today, how many of the PMAN who are mostly old Nigerian musicians have the power and the wherewithal to stand where these big boys are? Now, just like you have in politics, where when we go into democracy, people with intellect and high-valued men refuse to join the politics because it felt was a dirty game, and eventually others joined, and look at what it took us, and all that. The same thing happened in the music industry. When the record labels left in the 90s, in the 80s and 90s, the good musicians stopped singing. The best of the Alexos, the Alexitos, the Mandatos, they all stopped singing, and so there was a lacuna. And then that was when we had to, from the old early 90s, and then we had in the early 2000s, and of course you had the Two Pieces, and you had the Plantation Boys and the Kelly's music. So the record labels were just coming in, trickling in here and there. So there was no formal structure. As a matter of fact, it was Alaba that held us for over a decade.
Yeah.
Alaba people were just electronic. They sell electronics and all that, and they decided to sell CDs. And the talent was there, but there was no structure per se. So right now we need to fix the structure. The PMAN you're referring to, PMAN has its own problem. They're just trying to resolve, their problem. They're just trying to resolve their problems nationally and of course statewide. So there has to be some type of legislature. We need to legislate these things so that we have stringent laws, that guide the music industry, the entertainment industry as a whole. It's not just the music. We're just talking about music now, but you're not going to the movie industry. That's where you're having the most corruption. You understand? In the movie industry.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you also have that in the modeling industry. You know? So it's all over the place, you know? So we need to just use this as the point of reference, you know, for future solutions. But the
Yeah.
truth is, as it is right now, the gatekeepers are so powerful that you can't even fight them. You can't do anything. They are even close to the people in the authority, in the place of authority.
All
They're
right.
the ones that have all the monopoles.
All right. Quickly before we go, I know that your beauty pageant is coming up quick soon. If in 1 minute, summarize it tightly and give us details in 1 minute quickly and refer us to where we can get details about it.
On the 1st of October 2023, which is around the corner, Independence Day, here in the city of Jos, Plateau State, the capital of Plateau State, Jos, 37 women from across Nigeria will be converging on this place. In fact, in a few days, they'll be coming to camp here at the resort belonging to the former Wong Jos, the son of former Wong Jos, Prince Rampang, who is giving us the place, you know, for the girls to come from across the country. They'll converge here in Plateau State in Jos for the next few days before they go for the grand finale happening here in Jos. You can visit our website www.missnigerqueen.com or go to our Instagram, miss.niger on Instagram, and see all the details that you need to know about the event. You can come in here, have fun, enjoy the independence, you know, celebrations, and all the pomp and pageantry.
All right. Don Oliver, quickly too. In very few sentences, what do you think needs to be done in the industry? He says sanitize. How do we sanitize?
Yeah, really. I think the entertainment industry itself. I think sometimes last year, our national president, the national president of PMAN, Mr. Procyon, he invited all state chairmen. He ordered us to come to Lagos. I want to have a meeting with record Lagos owner. And if I want to tell you all today, that meeting he called for, it was only Don Jazzy's father that attended that meeting.
Wow.
He represented Navian Record.
The others didn't turn up.
I'm coming, sir. Davido, according to our national president, he said DMW sent a message that they are having a tour then. They are not in the country. But then YBNL, nobody showed up. Ultra label again. Starboy Management, which is List Entertainment, Mr. Sunday sent a representative also, but we're not too convinced. We're as if we're having kind of like having signs of future issues coming up in the entertainment industry. That's what we called for that meeting. But eventually, when Don Jazzy's father came for that meeting, he saw what PMAN is all about. And through that medium, he now said he will make sure PMAN, he himself be a part and parcel of PMAN. And also see, because the new PMAN we have today have good vision for young entertainers. They have good dreams.
We are really running out of time. I think I will have to set another program where you come talk about PMAN for 1 hour. Michael, they are Akatu.
I think
1 minute, please.
The government needs to pay special attention. Just like we have the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, we should also have the Ministry of Entertainment,
yes.
And, which encompasses modeling, acting, and singing. And there should be a lot of streamlining. If not, we are going to lose a generation of young men and women.
All right. And that's about the size of the program. I sincerely want to appreciate you all for having time. DH, from a tight schedule, you could create 1 whole hour to attend to us. Thank you so very much, DH.
Thank you so much.
Michael the Akatu.
Big bros. My pleasure.
And to Don Oliver, the Don.
I still want us to have this.
We'll have the talk. I promise you.
A lot to.
Yes, I promise you.
Seriously,
We'll create a 1 hour.
This entertainment industry is why it has gone beyond what we think.
Okay, what we'll even do before the ground zero, we have an entertainment program. I will tell the anchor of the entertainment program to schedule you to be on the entertainment program. Well, this is about the size of the program. I want to sincerely appreciate everybody, starting all the way from the management and staff of Invicta FM for this collaboration. And not forgetting Wisdom Agulana working with Invicta FM, and of course, Nifem Yonibiyo. She's in charge of linking linking our signals to Invicta FM. Coming to the Procyon Media Center, I appreciate Ehis Agbon, also Agbon, Humphrey Ilore, and of course Michael Praise, and of course the head of the production team, Sarah Agbon. I am Ehis Agbon. Until on Friday, when we'll be on for another package of this. First, I'll say, may the soul of Mohbad rest in perfect peace, and of course, whoever is responsible for it, definitely justice will definitely come forth.
Let's not crucify anybody yet.
All right, that's about this. That's about the size. That's about the size.
You can see we
can do all of this behind after the program. Guys, listeners, viewers from all over the world, continue to follow Procyon RTV on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. What else do we have? Facebook, LinkedIn. Thread, LinkedIn. All of the social media handles will have one unified handle, Procyon RTV. Thank you so very much.